T side, you know, a lot of contact plays, utilizing their individuals. Amap Persistent is very good on as well, so yeah, should be a banger, Alex.
Thank you very much. We're getting into it. Pistol round and a long flash in the hands of Tizian, ready to deal with the P250, actually, from Device. He's taken a bit of a smattering early on. And we can get into this one, Chatty B. GG.bet believes Astralis 1.6 have the edge to take us to a third map.
Oof, when Glaive kicks it off in fashion, that's a nice headshot onto Tabson there. Gets the mid control. Sirison flashed on through for info and almost finds the frag. They've taken long control here, so everything going very, very swimmingly for Astralis. At the start of Dust2, it's just Zentaris and Sirison, the last two men standing. Make that one, make that none. The last two kills come in very quick succession there as it's a clean sheet for Astralis. Now, I'm going to take my time because last time round, we had 3 rounds of Counter-Strike played and Big only had 1 kill. And I was like, all right, guys, let's wrap it up. Let's get on to the next map. It's over already. So this time, we're going to wait and see because Big, they surprised me.
Can I ask you a question before we get any further? Do you know what the button is to turn X-ray on? Because I've just turned it off and I really would love to be...
X.
Okay.
What was that, Rush?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't see it on my POV, but everyone else could. It's all right, it's back.
We're underway and the headshot's already gone down. So Sirison, I was going to call it Zentaris. Zentaris is the one with the scout. He's picked up from Sirison's corpse. Not known to be on the sniper rifles, old Zentaris.
And that's an opening frag onto B. There's a chance that that tag is converted. Go on. Deagle bullet. That's Magis gone. Good play from Zentaris. He is getting pushed on. A tag into Glaive. He's doing so much damage. Every bullet is connecting. Zentaris is single-handedly defending the B site until Device arrives, and now the bomb will too. It's going through spawn. Glaive's got to survive here. They're both pushing him, and he has gone down. Device with the trades and the necessary ones. As 2 headshots fill the feed, and Astralis get off to a 2-0 start.
I saw our friend Essio did a bit of a tweet after that opening map just there about the kill distribution for Sirison in map number 1 of Vertigo. He had 30 kills to his name, 28 of which, Alex, were with the AWP or the Scout. 28 of his 30 were with the AWP or the Scout. We talk about ride or die AWPers or sniper players. He's one of them, right? He's up there with Itis Balance in that regard.
Yeah, 100%, and it's a very unique breed. To be able to get away with it in tier 1 level as well is credit to him. You have to
Modern day JDMs.
Yeah, you have to have a degree of... True. We haven't had a conversation like that since JDM, but that was more of a case of just his sensitivity and posture made it really hard to use the AK.
Yeah, I wonder if he's still lounging now. We might have to check in with him and do where are they now segment in the next couple of years.
Let's see what we've got here, though. We've got a little bit of USP action, and it is Dupree just having no issues with the first 2. Good double dink from Keto, converts it with a body shot. We do see Zentaris' Desert Eagle and a very loud Device. Oh, no issues with the Glock. Dupree finding 2 kills, and the rest of Astralis just contributing as well. It will be time for the full buy, though. So 3-0 start. Astralis converting off their pit. Is that a double AWP straight into our 4th round here on the CT side? Don't forget, Astralis, they picked this after a dominant performance on the Blast. I think it was the fall finals.
Yeah, it was the consolidation finals to get into the grand final. So there was a pressure match indeed. And I think the fact that they're pulling out these double ops early is a clear indication that Big have something in store for us here today.
Feels that way. Nade's going to hurt Dupree. Bye. Oh!
Less exciting than the nade kill, but still the end result that we anticipated. But look at this. Quick out mid to B. They've isolated the 4-man A stack here.
Yeah, they're right. They're absolutely bang on. It would leave completely isolated Keto. Admittedly, it's an AWP. Maybe they don't prepare themselves for this. The damage. He tags up another. Oh, the leg shot on the flick as well. He finally goes down. Glaive's got enough as well. Tizian needs to find it cleanly and has done so. It's a retake. They want to boost
now.
And this boost should be spelling trouble. Tizian's already closed the gap there. They have to drop off. Gets the incendiary deployed. Tunnels is a threat as well. Super low HP on Magisk.
They might just save here. There's no kit for this retake. Too much time has expired, and that's going to be another round for Astralis. So similar scenes to how we kicked off Vertigo. Once again, I'm going to temper my expectations for map number 2. Felt like Astralis did everything right within the early stages of Vertigo and then still lost that map in the double overtime fashion.
Yeah, Big Clan are not one to be dissuaded by a slow start.
Now the thing is, if they can continue to snowball in terms of taking site control, or see how quick they changed their rotation. It was an attempt to take some control over towards A, but once they got pushed away from long, they immediately went for the mid to B. They identified that there was potentially a 4-man A lean, isolated Keto, and they get the round. If they're able to play away from Sirius's AWP and not give away multiple picks, that's going to be a massive tick next to the Astralis name. Now, that's not going to be name of the game, but that's going to be the pattern of calling from both sides. What's Glaive going to call? What's Tabson going to say? Where's Sirius going to say he wants to pick with that AWP? They're all important factors.
Yeah, Tabson's 5-7 dink is going to lead him down a dark path. He bloodlusts for it and costs him his life. So Astralis now have long. And Searson has a chance. Oh, actually, the guys of the Flame has set device up for an unannounced shot onto Xantares.
Tizian's very close, though.
In that fading smoke, he's got about 5 more seconds on that. And look at the lineup. He actually gets 2, and Searson's finds another. Magisk trades. It's awkward as hell, but Keto's been handed a round that's potentially winnable. Is there a weapon for him to scavenge? Device is smoked off the long doors walk.
He's going to disrespect this. There's no way you expect players just to be staring at that smoke. And look at this. The timing could be great.
Oh, my God. He's got the AK, and he's not going to get the shot. Magisk taps the head off before things can go awry. All good in the hood. And it is timeout time. Big Clan looking to piece this one back together again. That financial recovery from the first weapon round double AWP is underway.
Yeah, so the question is now, do they want to go the double up again? It's not like they really got a chance to deploy it, right? And that round just there was relatively close as well. So they did a great job of keeping that competitive, all things considered. Keto investing into that AWP tells me it is very likely that Sirius will do the exact same thing. He's operating with 6,450. That's plenty of cash to splash. Would the Big want to go for this 4-man A-lean again? Because when you're playing a map like Dust2, there's a part of it that's gambling, right? You're going to spend your time doing your homework, but you don't know what spawns Astralis have. You don't know if they're just going to call based off of their spawns, if they're going to go for a fast long. We can see right now, that's not on the cards. They've got mainly B spawns. So it's likely at this stage, Astralis will go for something more default heavy or just more B heavy. They've sent 4 straight towards the tunnels.
There's 2 to receive them. Will be Keto.
They're actually rushing.
They are charging in. It's going to be down to, good nade damage and opening from Glaive. Keto's AWP, though, is tested from multiple directions. There's no way. He's missed his shot, but in a third chance, Zipex shuts him down. Tabson's arrived. The Molly will force the fight. Glaive's burning and flashed and charging straight across the doors. He's hunting him, and he finds it, but it costs him his life. They trade equally.
Chaos.
Big are on the board. In the chaos of an all-in B, Astralis throw caution to the wind with that call.
Yeah, and look, Big is still able to scavenge both of those AWPs to carry forward. So that's not the best field that double AWPs can operate in. But Keto did a great job. When you're under pressure in a position like that and they're rushing B, the AWP does very good to get 1. Here he's been able to not only stay alive, get 2 kills, and buy enough time for his teammates to get over and help him out.
Full faith in Searson there to catch the trade if he hunts that frag. Good team play. Big Clan convert it. 1-5. And 1-0 up for Big Clan after a hard-fought double overtime victory on Vertigo. Keto's tagged.
Yeah, unconfirmed damage there. They won't know that Keto's down to 42 HP. And this is more of a default spread, but there's no indication from Astralis that there's long presence. They're not making noise. They're not even watching for the push. So there is a gap. Tizian doesn't look like he's going to push. They're just set up in this standard setup. So 2 over towards B, rooted on the site. Tabson playing in swing between A and B, using that CT spawn as the rotation point. And then it looks like a retake setup from Big, most likely on A. If it is an A set piece with all this utility that Astralis have left over, it's unlikely Sirius will fight this. If he gets flashed off the line, see right now he's not worried about short because of no sound cues, but if he gets flashed off the line and has to drop back, they'll have to play a retake setup here. It's a gamble as well. This is very interesting stuff from Big.
Isn't it? And if anyone was to get inquisitive, it would be Dupree. He's actually jumped straight into that CT smoke.
Or if they mid to B, this is the right call from Big. This could be huge.
They've got tunnels on lock. Magisk would have to beat the duel with an AWP. And that's an easy frag for Keto. The read is right. Bomb is on its way towards B. Tabson's a genius. And he's got himself a frag. Keto gets another. And that is a lockout. Astralis just absolutely spanked back to spawn in round 7.
Yeah, and they did such a good job of getting Dupree into CT, right? But normally at that point, when you jump down as a T, either you're going to get spammed out or you're going to see that rotator player. Now it's just Dupree trying to hold. He can't go down after time. This would be an absolute nightmare. There'll be no loss bonus coming through. They're going to hunt. They're going to push. They do, and they even deny it. $200 in the bank balance for Dupree.
Oh no, he's got a small, maybe meal for 4 at a medium price restaurant in his back pocket. And that's it.
Yikes. That's never the way you want this to go because it's not getting any loss bonus right
Slush
now.
puppies on Dupree, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like with that $200, he's going to be sitting there asking himself what he can even do with it. It's
Oh, the bunny hop of madness. He punches his desk. He tries to bunny hop the stress out.
It's 2,400 into the next round as well. So it's going to be all of his... I don't know if you ever went paintballing as a kid, Alex.
Yeah.
But when we went paintballing as a kid, right, my parents, for my birthday, they paid for most of the paintballs for all the other kids. But if you wanted extra paintballs, you're going to have to bring your own money. Dupree's not going to have enough money for extra paintballs next round. So he's going to be watching the rest of his teammates having a good old time.
He'd never been to a paintball party before. His mum thought 5 would be enough.
Yeah, doesn't realize it's bloody $25.
Per ball.
Yeah, it's expensive, guys. Don't ask your parents for a paintball party.
Yeah, I learned that. I got bankrupt for Richardson's actually on my 18th. Now, Searson has continued to make this third look like a guarantee. We don't have to get stressed about this one. But poor old Dupree, yeah, he's rummaging his back pockets. He's got 3 stamps on his coffee card.
Oh, you just reminded me. We're never going to be able to use the Van Dyke card.
Never, ever. We started collecting, guys. We started collecting. There's this coffee spot we kept going to, and about 6 months into buying coffees there, we started collecting points. And on the last day of going into the office, we got the last stamp. We just never had a chance to go back.
Oh, this
Haven't
is
cashed it in, bro.
It might be
Double
for rush.
They both
Okay.
go down. What? That is ridiculous. I've never seen 2 peeking. Never mind 2 getting knocked off the pivot. That's insane.
My God. Well, there's no coffee for them either.
Yeah, all right. Well, they could win this. It's going to come down to some heroics. Tizian's clearing middle. Double AWP on the T side is weird. Dupree's holding, and there's no one covering. So this is going to be an intriguing round where Tizian has to take some initiative, and he's full of that. Flash to find the frag, but just as his vision's restored, Device can keep his teammates safe. Starting to get less and less convinced they've got a shout at this one. A double AWP collateral onto 2 of the most expensive guns in the game.
Yeah, that's one way to start a round, and a nice little freebie for Dupree. So it looks like one of his mates bought him as many paintballs as he could have dreamed of. As Big, they might just want to save these. Going for this right now, a 5-on-2 without the bomb even being planted yet. Look, sure, if they get greeted the frags, if the kills come their way, go for it. But at this stage, try and just hold on to that AWP. This looks like it's the party's being called off. But the hunt is already on. You can see Dupree's already very inquisitive about this. He's locking down the rotation, meaning they have to stay in towards B. We already have a player, I believe it's Glaive, in T spawn. So right now, how much of a hunt... Oh, never mind. They didn't even need to try and hunt. He's just dead.
He's gone outside, he stretched his legs, and he's got 14 kills for 3 deaths to come into Dust2.
Yeah, get another one, Device. Come on, mate. They really want this gun, though. You can see now we have 2 players in upper dark. He's locked in towards B. And still a lot of utility from Astralis left if they even want to throw a flash in for good measure.
Yeah, why not? Throw it all in there. There's even a Molotov to keep him on his toes. His options minimal. And Zipex isn't going to have any issues. Well, that's incredibly punishing. It doesn't really get more punishing than that. You take 2 CTs with an AWP. Like, bear in mind, we talk about this, and if Yanko was here, I'd be throwing to him for this one. The impact an AWP can have on the CT side of Dust2.
It looks so silly on the replay, doesn't it?
Oh.
Like those 2 little heads just pop up. Hello.
Hello, mate.
Next minute, getting them knocked off. What a great round from Device that one was. All right, well, they will be able to get those 2 AWPs out again. I think they will reconsider going for that double mid pick again.
Yanko just messaged me saying, tremendous impact. So that's the analysis from the grave.
Oh, dear.
Now, Chad, you said you were going to pace yourself, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Check it in round 10.
I think the Big are still well and truly in this one. If they battle back and bounce back in this one, it's going to be a very competitive first half. It's just about maintaining these double AWPs. Yeah, exactly. So costly to do this time and time again. And it seems like it's a clear part of their game plan. We've already seen good signs from Quito. So short control under the remit of Astralis here within the early stages. There's still 1:10 left on the clock.
That's a good time, Nate. It's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
It lands in the zipper of Dupree's pants.
It's one way to start the round. Last was a double AWP kill. This time it's just a nade in the back pocket. And well, the 4-on-5, Astralis didn't operate very well with number disadvantages on Vertigo. It was something that they seemed to struggle with quite heavily on their T side. See if it rears its ugly head yet again on Dust2. Setting up now for a bit of a set piece through Catwalk. There is time for them to pivot back to a mid to B, but it would seem unlikely. First smoke lands, 35 seconds remain.
Okay, Searson, he knows it's going to be the A commitment now, waiting for his vision to be restored, and he does have a chance to take down the cross. That was the bomb carrier. Punish from Glaive is there just before the flash could pop. Tizian can't support, he's in long pit. And Device has missed his shots. Another bomb going down. And Device, he can't play for short because of that long presence. Zipex has relieved the pressure. 2 from CT, now long has fallen as well. They're going to opt for short. Device surely postured in a way to deal with this. Yeah.
Tara's is flash here. I think it's everything.
This is the go. Flashed off. They have space now. And oh, it's quick from Quito. He'll have to be a Zipex clutch. And now they know where he is. He hasn't hit the shot. They're on the bomb. Holding it now. Holding it now. He finds the angle. And he gets them both. Astralis given a gift from Zipex just before Christmas. Don't open it yet. 7 though for Astralis. And look what it's done to Big Clan. We talked about how punishing it can be to lose rounds when you invest the double AWP. They've lost 2 of those rounds in a row.
Yeah, now Big will just have to be in squalor. Just a light pistol upgrade likely here, or maybe even just a full save with these USPs. They have enough money to lightly invest, and they will do so. P250 to Eagles. A couple of smokes in the mix, but all in all, Astralis should be sitting pretty for their 8th here. Now, in the first map, it was a 9-6 half. And Astralis still managed to squander that type of a lead going into the second. So if Big can continue to bounce back with a couple more cheeky rounds here in the tail end of the second quarter. Feels weird saying that still.
Yeah, still not comfortable with it. Ooh.
Now, cheeky beaky little smoke here being lined up by Tizian. This is going to help if they just go for that standard long cross. Means he'll be able to play around it, help open up more avenues to be a nuisance with that Deagle. There's also a flash in the hands of Tabson. Keto's taking space. There's no way he checks this corner, man. There's just no way. Look at this. Footsteps are heard now. Megas has a freebie. See you, mate. Thanks for coming.
He dinks him. He actually checks it. Not bad. Good awareness from Quito, but Magisk with a very powerful angle to stop any funny business as they just sit and wait in long. Bit Na'Vi-esque. It's quite a clever way to deal with these pesky Deagles and P250s. Of course, there is still the slight issue of having to win the round, Chad. You do have to push.
Look, I'm a little bit worried. There's a lot of utility on Astralis right now to throw flames towards CT and the site, but they're going to get harassed. They know this is the approach coming in. The flank off Cat might be everything here.
30 seconds. He drops it and can play around it. And from the Glaive angle, he's peppering a couple. Zentaris' Deagle's the only one to feel the feed for Big, and Magisk has locked it all down. That's Astralis. Calm as you like. 8 secured.
I wanted to talk about the importance there of Glaive coming through Cat in that juncture of the round. If it was everybody through long, what would have happened is everybody from Big could keep their attention towards that long position. The flash might come through and they might get a couple of kills in all of the chaos there as they try and cross in towards the site. However, Glaive coming up Cat forces their hand. It's, do we stay in the site and try and deal with Glaive, or do we push out now knowing this is our only option to do damage? And either way, it's not desirable for Big. You know, now down 3 rounds to 8 of Astralis. The last 3 on the drop for Astralis here. And as we move into the last 4 rounds of play, Quito has bought into an AWP again. So clearly Big have identified they want to run this double AWP setup time and time again against Astralis in today's matchup. Sirison will buy his, and underway we go. Freeze time coming to its conclusion.
Deve charging down suicide, and nobody willing to take a peek.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Tizian, though, he knows where Magisk is. I wonder if it goes both ways. He does now. He hears it. Reacts. But Tizian's aggressive push through the smoke has got him a frag and an AK. It was about the 8-round mark where Astralis started to fall off on Vertigo. Wonder if Big Clan can lock it down. Admittedly, this time on the CT. Oh, he turns, but he still gets the frag, and Device was flashed. He gets it on the return of his vision. And Device is not quite done yet. He wants to take this round by the horns. He gets another towards CT. Tamsin gone, forced to watch.
Plenty of time.
He was long. They know he was there. He took a great push and frag onto Magis to start this round off, and now he wants more.
Yeah, they've cut noise, so Tizian's gone for an info play here. I wonder if he pushes past the precipice of the long doors, but regardless, he can signal to his teammates to keep their eyes on mid, short, and B. So they don't have to worry about long at all. This gives Syrison the chance to fall back into a retake A setup. So even if he misses this opening shot, Big should keep their numbers alive.
3, 2. Pulls the trigger. Doesn't quite get it on the jiggle from Zipex. Hoping to bait them into looking above the car. 25. That's the shot. He missed it. Zipex and Device working to make a 2v4 possible. And it's starting to feel that way. Certainly now. Tizian was long, they know it. No kit as well. This spells 9. Keto's crab walking in. That's the long fight Device was waiting for. A missed shot, but Zipex is not missing anything, and Device finds his third between the two of them. That's all 5.
2 on 4, right?
2 on 4.
Yeah, geez. Big can't be letting that one slip right there. Astralis with Device going absolutely nutty. 18 for him now. Continuing this strong performance. And they've kind of snatched this one out of Big's hands. It looked like it was their ball all day. Now, another just light pistol upgrade for Big. They're in this washing machine, right? This cycle. They've accidentally put it on for the 2-hour cycle and they're just caught in this, just constantly the pistols. Then they find themselves, they're able to get the full guns out. But the gun rounds are few and far between, not being able to save too many weapons either. But let's start the round like that, shall we, Keto? An absolute banger of a shot there. So a number advantage, but it is only these pistols. So the firepower advantage for Astralis, and Dupree almost levels the playing field, gets 2 shots at it, converts 1. We'll make it 1.5, but Syrison tucks back in. There's another shot for Keto.
Yeah, and he's got it cleanly. I guess just Eagle's working for Big Clan here. Glaive's going to try and bail him out. He's got a good chance if Zentares goes for info. And that was what he was waiting for. Is it Glaive? Glaive needs it cleanly. It's far from clean.
Alex.
It's filthy.
Can we close our eyes?
Be hard to commentate, but I mean,
yeah.
we can give it a go.
Well, it is Zipex in a clutch situation.
How do you know? I've still got my eyes closed.
Just sense it. He's getting harassed right now. They're coming in close. 30. So don't worry about it. Syrison doesn't even need
If Syrison gets the AK, that's 4 people with a free weapon. Okay, 3 will do. That's 2 AKs and an AWP recovered. Well, that's going to turn the tide of battle here, and it's actually a really good chance for Big to have a competitive half after all. And it's thanks to Keto. Look at that opening deagle. He actually gets 2. Not only onto Magis, but Device as he's clearing B. Keto has been enough of a thorn in their side on B that Device, and rather, excuse me, Astralis, have had to do many things. I say Device because I plan to talk about the shot on the cross. No one has gone down, though, between the wickets. Fast towards B, at least in Magic's stance. He's there to control and contain. Apologize, I see Yanko has drawn our attention to the microphones. We're saying we stole rushes.
I wish.
Yeah. Currently in our hotels. Apologize for any effects it's had on your enjoyment of today's broadcast.
Okay. I feel like Astralis have had success once they've gone for these cat executes. Some of their problems is they've been light on flashes to keep pushing Syrison back. And speak of the devil, here he is again, flashed off the line, but hanging around. He's still just in open. What's going on?
He's just got such a complete conviction in his ability to get out of those situations.
Okay, now that they have short control, right? That's the first thing that you're looking for. So mid control into short control, you always have someone babysitting upper dark. That's Megask in this case. You always have someone listening for long pushes or utility. He's just dropping out that lurk smoke, keeping B busy. So now Astralis have options. So they want to go for that mid to B that Tabson read much earlier in the game. Or do they want to try and go for one of these executes? But this boost is amazing. Look at this. They have so much info.
Magisk is not going to be expecting to be vulnerable when he starts that walk. He could be just be holding his walk key. Boost was powerful. The smoke has now elapsed, and that's the end. Tabson collapsed. Mid-open. They can pincer B here. This worked previously, but Keto has always been keeping them honest. Glaive shut down on the mid-prong. Now they can focus all of their attention. The nade damage is huge, and Xantares is putting bullets in the right place.
No time.
So is Keto. Astralis, this is a disaster. Sent packing. In fact, the bags are packed for them. It was Keto to zip that suitcase up. Double AWP as well preserved for the final battle. It's nothing but deagles for dupreeh. And 9-6 certainly could be a competitive half after Astralis. We talked about it, 8 rounds right off of the break. I mean, they picked up, I think it was 8-3.
Yeah. And they were looking good here. It's the same thing as Vertigo, right? They were looking really good to potentially have a massive bag, double digits, but big once again. They're on track for the 9-6 half. They're the ones with the better buy going into the final round tier of the first half. Glaive, even though he's only operating with, I think it's 8 or so frags, a lot of them have been good opening kills. They just need to see if they can capitalize off of some of these. Sirison, again, just given a lot of space on his own, open the 50 line. He would drop off from that. These rounds just seem very similar, right? It feels like rinse and repeat at this stage. Going through the paces of their default, the short control. They can set up for this execute now. They have 3 smokes. We can get the bridge smoke, the elevator smoke, the CT smoke, everything they need. Flashes as well, plenty of them. That Molotov's going to buy them about 7 seconds. So bigger on notice for this A hit. Bit of chip damage. This execute has to come in very soon, though. There's just 1 smoke left, and that's in dupreeh's hands. And now they've been locked out, so there's another 20 seconds down the drain. Big superior buy, their better utility. It's denied Astralis whatever approach they thought of, and now you can see they're just retooling towards B, and Keto's gone for this aggressive angle yet again.
I haven't seen Keto fail to hold tons, at least for the first, yet. There was a 1 round where he tagged everyone with his AWP, but... Oh no, he's so exposed. The molly can get peeked over the top of. He gets away with it. Device is fast scout. I don't know if I fancy the right eye peek into that regardless. He's going for it, and he gets one. It's a healthy dupreeh. He was. And now Xantares has 3 to deal with. It's a hard adjustment. He does find 1. Even 2. Glaive, however, pulls the trigger on the deagle. They've got 9 seconds. The bomb needs to go down, Magisk, and he does get it down. This is an important duel. Tabson's making a bit of a meal of it. And now, it is Magisk versus Tizian to wrap it all up. Magisk caught the trade, and Tizian's been spotted. It's a scout. Has to be precise. Tag. Next bullet wins, and it's Tizian's that connect. A 9-6 half, wrapped up by the German squad. And they find 3 of them in the final 3 of the half. That could have been so much worse. Damage has been dealt, no doubt, but Astralis 9, Big 6. We head into a T-side for the Big Clan boys.
look back that far. And I don't want to forget who, get who. And are you just fucking around in my mind one last time? I'm gonna be real honest this time. I'm okay with it, I am more than fine. I'm gonna roll all less red dice now. Tell me I won't get out. Tell me I won't get out. Tell me I trap me inside your walls now. Tell me I won't get out. Tell me I won't get out. Crush me with.
We're back in action for Dust2. We just touched base with Yanko. He thinks this one's going 3, Chad. I didn't hear your side of the story. You
I didn't say anything. I've become much more of a wait and see kind of guy.
Counter-Strike and Vertigo. I honestly don't know which horse to back in this one. It seems clear that no half is indicative of the other. We should just enjoy each one separately as its own little microcosm of Counter-Strike. And Big Clan are into the pistol with a B lean. Magis has got the responsibility of holding tunnels. However, it is just out of a default. And I do see 2 smokes, which could very well go a plethora of different directions, but mid to B certainly feels likely. CT smokes and pushing through the tunnels.
Oh.
Here they go.
Smoke?
Yeah, they've pulled Glaive off it. Oh, but what a frag. That was Antares with the bomb. Now it's loose in middle. Searson and Tabson scrambling to try and deal with this. Device has gone down. Searson makes a round out of it now, and Keto's filled the feed again. One more on B. It's Magisk. Oof, was Magisk. Past tense forced by Keto.
This should be a big round, surely. The bomb gets planted now. It's a 2-on-4. There's no defuse kit right now under Dupree or Zipex's utility belt. So at this juncture, they need to hit some absolute banger shots. And this is one of the hardest bomb sites to retake. So they're just going to hold on to their Kevlar here and give themselves a bolstered buy going forward with these force buys. But all in all, that was very well handled from Big. And this is one of the things that we have seen since the doors have been changed around, right? It took a while to see how teams wanted to use this, but tends to be when you get a tunnel smoke that comes over through that skybox over towards doors, you might get a B pop off of that, right? You're definitely drawing that player who swings more mid to B. Dupree, a nice little $300 in the bank balance, doesn't want to go down here. His Kevlar's taking damage, and he even loses it. So maybe overzealous there. It's not the end of the world. I'm not sure if that'll affect if they want to go for this force buy or not, because that was one of the issues we highlighted for them on Vertigo. They got caught into that force buy kind of cycle of things. I can see that the buys are coming through now as you guys have got those highlights on screen, and it's 2 MP9s, a Scout, and 2 Deagles. They haven't fully invested. Oh, I say that. And everybody besides Device is fully invested. So let's see if Astralis can bounce back in this one. Remember, this is a progression match. Winner goes straight to the playoffs and straight into big.
This is huge. Oh, and Magisk is just scrambling. The Deagles are good. 3 frags already from Astralis. Dupree caught the mid-pincer. If he gets one here, he'll be mollied out of the window. I think he's playing it smart, playing it safe for the retake. Now, retaking B, yes, with a numbers advantage, but no kit. They're going to have to be quick about this. And using their numbers against an AK. And Keto has had such impact. I have faith in Keto's hold here.
Device can watch this with the Scout, so there's one advantage.
Oh dear, Molly's good. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. They're going to be ahead of it. They're way ahead of it. And he's taking shots. It's damage. Big have done it. Device locked out by the flames. Doesn't have the kit. Can't commit. Would rather keep what he brought in. It will be a Molotov, Scout, and the Kevlar vest. And well defended. Keto, more credit to him for the frag, but Tizian double. Close but no cigar, and Astralis force buy goes awry.
Yeah, and that was just an all-in B rush, right? There's so many times that the type of round like that could go wrong, and there, when you make that call, there's always a chance, right, that they've stacked the sides, or you know,
Molotov,
somebody just gets a bow down.
flashbang.
Exactly. But it's one of these calls that if you go with such conviction, you know, you trust your in-game leader, you know the protocols. Yeah, we'll put out the molly, the flashes go here. We're going to get that door smoke down. Everybody can keep a level head. You can come out on top in situations just like that, and Big win a very important round here because now it will just be this scout. We've got a couple of light pistols upgraded for Astralis members of Magus, Glaive, and Dupree. All in all, Zipex will... Jesus Christ.
He wants more. The timing on that, it was like, he waited 10 seconds.
Yikes, man.
Yo, he's such a gamer. I just followed him on Twitter after that shot.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, it already wasn't going to look good for Astralis in this round. It's definitely going to look much worse now. Through long, all four besides Sirison from Big will trundle Keto onto Zipex, and it just leaves Magus and Dupree, the last two standing now.
At Sirison CSGO, if you're wondering, Chad.
I think I've already got him on there.
Well, he's criminally underfollowed, so if you guys watching are enjoying the show, give the man some love. He's clearly a capable gamer and passionate about the same game you are. I bet he only tweets when his stream's live, isn't he? I haven't even looked at his tweets yet.
I think the Germans have a bit of their own banter in there. You know, the Dennis and Speedy get involved.
They always say Moin, and it's like, it's cool because they're from Hamburg, I guess.
It's like 9 o'clock at night when they say it sometimes.
Yeah, it's
but
like a meme, I think.
But we're keeping up with the German memes, and that's the main thing. We're trying to get across as many different, I guess, communities in the Counter-Strike world and understand them. And Germany was the one we decided to pick in 2020 to spend the majority of our year in.
Yeah, man.
So we've learned a lot about German Counter-Strike. I think we're about to learn a lot about this game because as we're tied up 9-9, round number 19 about to get underway, and this is where the buy from Astralis comes. Oh, yeah, okay. Look at the slow-mo we got here.
How does that get to the head? I wonder what a sensitivity is.
Look at the wrist.
Exactly. All right, then. Well, that was the equalizer. They've converted, and okay, Chad, just fact-check me here. I was going to say Big Clan haven't shown too much to find those rounds.
No, they've really just done the B rush, right? Yeah, and otherwise that was a bit of a freebie right there. So all in all, at this point, nothing shown, nothing given. And seriously, even wants more. The risks that this guy's taking.
You can hear them praying. His screen is grey, and he repeaks. Fortunately, Tizian has got down. Okay, so Devices Warp has found blood this time. It's not just going to be the CSN show. There's a game after all.
Oh, he might get a freebie. See the foot.
Devices hunt for info.
But this is huge. If they were to go on to B right now, there's only one player on the site, and that's Dupree. He knows he's under pressure. Magus needs to get across with the rotation. The smoke's going to make that very, very... Oh, my God. Imagine if that was half a second later. Magus picks up this AWP, and they need this for info because in the 4-on-4, we often say that it favors the Ts, but this AWP gives them a little bit more information. Magus can stay more aggressive towards middle while that smoke's up. But Zipex has a lot of pressure here. There's a rotation coming.
I really like Zipex's angle, though, and Glaive is in such a prime position to bait him in. Gets 1, 2. Oh, it's just all Glaive. 3 kills. Round-winning performance from the in-game leader. Zipex doesn't peek off that flash, so Searson does have a chance to find him, and oh, he's not expecting it. Quick reactions from Searson makes a 1v3, a 1v2. Baiting the shot, but not enough. Tucked in. Magis pulls the trigger before he does completely evade him. Astralis 10.
Okay, just quickly looking at this buy for Big. Zentaros can drop an ult for Sirison, and they could get a gun round going, but it means somebody from Big will be operating without a rifle. And Big, as Yanko was touching on a little bit earlier, you can see the foot there in this replay, so I had enough of an indication that was coming. Big tend to operate in the same way as Astralis normally. You know, they want all the guns, they want all the goodies, and they can get it across the line here. It's just the Galil for Tizian, so still a very good buy. And Sirison again, in the flames, a little bit of Bernie. Nothing too wild. So they won't get the pick they were looking for towards long, but at least the indication. He didn't even fire a shot. So by not firing an AWP bullet, Astralis might be asking themselves the question, is there an AWP in play? You're always going to operate under the assumption it is most likely, especially after that opening 3-round spread. Big, very tempered in this round. No early aggression, really. Short control from Keto has been handled quite nicely. And it's a 3-man B lane from Astralis. So they're banking on a mid to B play right now, Alex.
Okay. It doesn't seem like that's what Big are working on. Searson's lining up
something. What is he doing, algebra or something?
No, I think that was more of a case of, oh dear, we've got devices opening. Just before they could even get the smokes in the air, he pushes for info and destabilizes everything. I say everything, there's one around CT. That's the punish. It should be.
What a great
flashbang. Zentaris completely nullifies device. Glaive has to spring to react. Keto's pre-aiming him. Go on, Keto. Continuing to have a game here. Hard shots to be hurt. Oh, not for Glaive. Knocks his head clean off. Just a pixel. And Searson makes no mistake in shutting him down before he can do any more damage. Retake now. Zentaris hears them. Timing's everything. He does win his duel and gets away. A 2v2 now. Go on, Zentaris, 1-for-1. It's Searson, and he's walking knife out in the smoke. He's not making magic. He is such a cheeky beaver.
Oh my god. Balls of absolute steel. There's no way he knows.
Oh!
No way!
That is outrageous!
He just won a clutch with a knife.
He walks up on him. Nutmeg's in the smoke. Magis thinks he must be long. Goes for the hold. Searson is so sneaky.
What is he playing for, the Assassin's Creed or something? What the hell is this? He's just walked in on a one-on-one with a knife in hand.
Right-clicked him.
Jeez. Oh my god.
It's a long plant. It's a 1v1. The bomb's down. It's planted for long, and he knifes you.
Oh boy, Astralis. What do you even say about that one?
Unexpected. When Searson's in the server, he's done it again. He's already got a smoke in his hand, staring at pixels.
Woo!
Oh, what a joy to watch. I really do enjoy seeing this. An entirely new take. Oh, another Zeus is in the mix. Not quite going to land the necessary damage. It will look close, though, just onto the soles of his feet. Oh, clean as you like.
I haven't heard the snapping turtle in a while. That sounded vicious.
Period where it looked like the pros were starting to switch off to the 5-7 only, and it was like super powerful. Now the P250 still seems to be king.
We don't see a whole lot of the CZ these days, to be completely fair. A lot of people seem to be pivoting back towards the Tech 9 now, giving it another crack. But Astralis, they are no longer in the lead, 11-10 now.
Just, I can't believe he knifed Magis. You
cheeky bean, isn't he?
You get some brownie points. He makes me want to say nasty words here, son.
I'm feeling dirty. Here we go.
I need to watch myself when I'm commentating some of the things I'm seeing. Fast.
Fast.
Look how
very
aggressive
fast.
this is. You haven't even smoked mid. I think I must have missed it. That's not ideal. It's cost them a frag, and they've even got a double two-man. B-lean, Molly. Okay, cancel. Has to be a cancel call because Tabson's trying to take space, and he's tagged up device to 16.
They can take A at least. The bomb can go down. They can start setting this up big. They have a little bit of utility to work with here. They need to not squander it. Get that bomb across the site, get it down, and hold on to those extra Molotovs and bits that you have until Astralis starts setting up their retake. One of the key problems here is if you are playing against a team who is doing a retake setup like this, is getting all of your players stuck over towards Cat with no utility whatsoever. Big are a little bit more strung out than this, so it's still doable.
It does, with the tunnel's presence as well. Short is theirs. And now Zipex is crossing. So many through the ramp. They line up in the smoke, and Tabson takes two. Need to see Zipex in the feed now, and he does fill with one. Need a second. Dancing on Gandalf. Time favors them. They're so low. Molly on the bomb would be everything. Tizian, can you land it? Good shots from Keto. Looking good for Big Clan. There's no time for Device to have any influence on that defuse. Likely going to go down to the blast. Don't know if we're going to be preserving all of those weapons, but Brad, get out of there. Oof, 4 HP to spare. Tizian does evade. And 12 for Big Clan, turning it around here.
What great reactions though, right? Because the A players were focused on mid, right? That smoke, they were just trying to take advantage of a quick mid to B play there, catching players rotating back. So normally what happens on CT side defenses is you set 2 players up at long. So you have one guy who's babying with flashes just in case, and that player tends to rotate back through CT spawn. Searson wasn't able to catch that off guard, but Tabson pushing out Cat was able to punish with the dink, and it forced Device to have to play retake on A. Bigger in control of this game.
They are. Searson's missed his shots. He's surely overrun. He has the backup, or had the backup. And it's worked out well in the end. 3 frags. Could have got really awkward had there not have been that second AK there to stop the tunnels overwhelming. Device with the AWP, but B should be, I imagine, seeing a plant in the next 5 seconds, and that's pretty much the end of the round. Conversation starts being about round 24.
It happens so quick, doesn't it?
This team running the second half.
Yeah, I think the thing is, the Big want to chase because they have a feeling that there's something up and around like this, and if they want to keep applying the pressure to take away whatever goodies may have been upgraded by Astralis, it would be the right play. They're operating with a little bit of residual cash on the likes of Keto, Sirison has a bunch, and so does Zantares. But if they stay conservative now and they build a bunch more money while winning rounds, if they keep Astralis on 10 and then Astralis start winning a couple, they'll still have money to keep going for those buys. So it's one of those things. You can discuss it all day long, but Big right now are just playing for the smart options, and well, that was a lovely little headshot there onto Zipex. Device holds on to the AWP. He'll carry that through. Does Dupree now operate with a secondary AWP? That's something that we haven't seen just yet. And, well, Astralis will finally call a tactical timeout. They might need to get Zonic, the coach, on the mic here to discuss their options, see what they can nut on out, because Astralis have been looking very, very good on Dust2 in recent times. But here, they're definitely under the thumb. And right now, we haven't really seen any all-in long plays from Big. There's been mainly the indication with Sirison going with the AWP for a pick. I think we saw that for 3 rounds. So Astralis might not go for that all-in 4-man lean. One of the problems with Big here is we're having a look. Nobody has a super good long spawn. Tabson is showing me that he might want to biff down middle. So jump down that death alley, push on and have Sirison overseeing with the AWP. I don't think that Astralis will want to pick mid with the AWP, considering Sirison's on a heater right now.
Tabson's got a line up from every spawn point, man. He's got the Insta Xbox pop. And they are off to the races. Gonna be seeing 1, make it 2, flirting with long. They're gonna boost him up on the box. It's a powerful position if you go unannounced.
Oh, they know about it. They're nading it as well. Catch that.
Well, that's half my health gone, and I kind of feel like a plum for sitting here afterwards.
Well, that's indication that they know that he's there, but it doesn't guarantee the fact that he is actually there, right? So it's mind games at this juncture. But it does look like they want to explode on long. They have 4 players in the long hut.
Yeah, he's throwing a bit of BB utility. Zipex not moving a muscle. Not a single member of Astralis moving. Oh no!
The timing,
With
no!
the grenade in his hand, he did fall for it. It nets them a frag. Zantares' use of utility was not in vain. It's given them a free frag.
It caused a full rotation as well. Look at Astralis. They're re-gearing as a team to try and take a fight. They knew Zantares was lurking dark. They have to deal with him.
And Tabson's there to react if he needs help. Every fight Astralis want to take, there's 2 of them there. And it doesn't even need 2 of them. Zantares is doing it all on his own. This is really, really impressive stuff from Big Clan. Take a look at this round recap. They have won every single round, 8 of the 9 rounds of this T side. We'll see that again from Zantares. The first is great, the second is magical, and going for a third on that commitment. You can see him just get caught off guard, but adjusts just in time. Brilliant work. Zantares with a smile on his face. The Big Clan boys are here to make a bloody statement. A playoff spot, top 4 of a top 8 event, $500,000 for the Intel Extreme Masters. What is this called again?
Global Challenge.
That's the one.
Because we're in the space station.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I'm in my hotel room. This doesn't feel like anything.
I guess we kind of feel like we're in a space station right now. I think all in all, not only is this fantastic showing from Big, let's live in a world where Big win this. The fact that the decider match for Group A could very well be Astralis versus Vitality. One of those teams could not make it to the playoffs if Big pull up this upset victory right here, right now. And look at Astralis' buy. Going into round number 25, Zipex operating with an MP9. They have the AWP, they have the AUG. But how can it go wrong and where can it go wrong? Because it's a fast long and it's just device.
There. Oh, tags him. Takes the fingertips off of Tizian, but that won't stop him pulling the trigger. He's still operating on 21 HP. Long again, and device has been caught straight through the smoke. Tabson's crosshair placement sublime. Is this really going to be the 15th? Smokes on the cross. Glaive on elevator. Timing not quite going to give him the info he hoped for. A bit of team damage as well. This is far from ideal. Zipex hiding in the smoke, but he's taking nade damage. He's taking bullets as well. Tucked in on Gandalf. Another body dropped. I think they tried to boost. Chad, this feels like 15.
Yeah, that smells like 15 as Sirison takes down Zipex, and it's just the save for Dupree and Magisk. And if we just take a look right now, it is the max loss bonus that Astralis are operating with, which means that if you're big right now, you should be hunting. You know that you've got that 15th round. If you can take these guns out of the hands of Magisk and Dupree, they're only going to have that 3,400. So this hunt is so worth it.
And you know how I'd fire these boys up to go hunting? I'd just be like, boys, they picked this map because they thought they could beat you on one of your best maps. Like, they picked Dust2 because they beat you on it last time. And prove your point. Twist the knife. Throw some salt in the wounds. You're beating them. They've got one CT round to show for their Dust2 pick. Big Clan, full of testosterone and ferocity, are 1 round away from the playoffs of this global challenge.
Oh dear, Astralis, this is a buy that you do not want to defend with as we get these highlights here. Sirison up and over, Keto through the window, 2 scouts, a UMP, an MP9, and a FAMAS. Utility's good. There's no defuse kit. The bomb goes down. Astralis are done. Stick him in the oven, I think we say, Alex.
Yeah, stick a fork in him. Keto already out. Long, okay. How is he not dead? Because there's always a member of the Big Clan squad there to back you up. Berlin International Gaming. Gaming hard. Uh-oh. Sirison versus Device. Quite the standoff. It's Device this time with the scout, and he's inflicted some great damage. All he has to do is finish it off. And he spots him. He knows where Sirson's going to be re-peeking from. Where's the duel coming from, though? Another tag. Oh, Device. So much damage inflicted. But is it enough to take us to round 27, or will Big Clan close it right here, right now? It's Magisk Scout that fills the feed. Sirson, a powerful player gone. And all of that tagging has not been converted by Magisk. Maybe Zipex with a wild spray. He does finish off Keto.
There's no rush right now. Big can calm this down. They know that there's at least 1 player over towards spawn. You can see Tizian still holding the flank here. 45-ish seconds still on the clock for them to retool, rejig, and decide where they want to finish. If we're taking a look at the utility, it's just a HE and a Molotov. They could walk up with Tabson's AWP here and just play contact. He can oversee the top of sight from this deep platform position. Tizian can swing with Zantares, and if they trade out efficiently, well, they're going to get themselves the round, or at least that bomb site control.
Small margins, but Dupree can catch him now. That's the frag. 2-1-2. Nice from Tizian. It'll be Dupree to try and save them. The Molly's given them the sound cue, but 10 seconds. He needs them both, and they've done it. Big Clan. Revenge is sweet.